Good evening everyone and welcome to the XRL F5 division stream. We have 12 people in the league racing tonight out of the possible 14, with Crazy Fish unable to make it. In the box with me tonight is Jamie2503. Good evening, Jamie.
Alright there, Bennett.
This should be a good race. I mean, your mate AZ Assassin's racing again tonight. After not such a good Monza, I think he'll be hoping for a better result, but he's not got an easy race in his hands. I mean, there are plenty of quick drivers out there. XRL Ayrton Senna reminds me of one of them who I think will do quite well tonight. Connor Kay, who won last week at Monza, will look to get 2 on the bounce, and hopefully we'll be able to get to the F4 every now and again. I might try and invite Velexity, who is tonight's race steward in F4, because that is an incredibly close championship, with only 7 points covering 3rd to 8th in the championship for that final promotion spot. So if we can, we'll try and get over there at some point, but I mean, it's probably going to be quite difficult with how the stewards of what we've got tonight in terms of stewards. So who are you on the track with, Jamie? You can talk us through a lap with someone.
I am currently on board with IMW2 Elite.
Right,
He's just completing his 2nd sector. It's not looking a bad lap. He's tapped the wall a couple of times, but he should be on for a decent lap. He's on options.
I mean,
so
I've gone through every driver apart from him here. I've actually gone. Oh, here he is. I'm on board with him in the Sauber on the super softs, going under the grandstand. A couple of attempts at making that corner. I think just got in a little bit early, bit of wheel spin on exit, and again and again. It is very, very hard to get the traction down here, and he's going around the final double left-hander to finish the lap, and this is not an impressive one. A 144.2 on the prime. Not one of probably his finer efforts. I'd expect him to be a lot quicker than that on those tyres. I'm now on board with Eyes the Best in the Red Bull. He's about to finish the 2nd sector. He is again. This is another off-the-pace lap here from Eyes the Best, but this time it's on the prime. So have you spoken to AZ Assassin this week? What has he said in terms of where he's at around here? Have you practiced with him at all?
Yeah, I've had a couple of practices with him. He seems to have some pretty decent pace. He was doing kind of 42s, 41s, which isn't bad. But I think Connor Kay might just walk this tonight. He's been looking very quick.
He has been looking extremely good. I mean, I've been around on F1 a little bit more than usual this week. Didn't really help because I struggled so much, but I did do a number of sessions with Connor Kay over the weekend, and the pace was solid. The pace was really good. I mean, you don't see that kind of pace very often, as we have Dave Paco 1 with no wing and a puncture to his front right, so he will now have to put that in the pit. I'm now on board with Temper 3D, one of the drivers looking for promotion this season in the division. He's just started a lap, so we'll keep on board with this one. Ooh, a little bit of wheel spin on exit there. Just held it. Very difficult right-hander here. First gear. Takes it reasonably well. This is always tightens up on exit. He keeps it and doesn't hit the wall at all. This is looking an okay lap at the moment. Should be in the 41s if he can keep it going. Goes a little bit wide there at the former Singapore Sling. Turn 10 as it is now. It's just one corner. Going over the Anson Bridge and through the Anson hairpin. A little bit wide on exit. You don't want to get too wide. It's quite hard to get the traction down on exit as he finishes the end of the 2nd sector. This difficult right hand, he can't get too much curve. He's took that reasonably well, and he's going to have this difficult little chicane here where you go left and then you've got to brake the car to get this all very tight round here. A little bit of wing on the ground there as he now goes under the tunnel, takes that reasonably well. No broken wing, no spin, no nudges with the wall. This is looking a clean lap, not a flying lap, but this should see him comfortably in the upper reaches of the table, and he goes P1 on a 42.1. I don't think that'll be the quickest time tonight, but it's not a bad start. If you're signing in for the night, let us know. Get on the chat. The division head himself, Crazy Fish, is signing in for the night. Crazy Fish has got the Wi-Fi at the ski resort, I assume. So he is watching. He says he might be in and out because of connection, but he'll try and watch. We've got 12 drivers tonight, Crazy Fish. We've got a new driver, Quinn, 95, who's racing tonight. We'll see how well he does. But I'm aware that this is the division for him. I've spoken to him, so he'll be racing. Ferrari F1 UK hasn't made it tonight, which is a bit of a shame after his reasonable first week at Monza. In fact, I'll just quickly check that he isn't online, but he isn't. So that's a shame, because I thought it'd be quite good to have got him racing. Connor K, the one we think might win this one, is on a lap. Are you on board with him now? Are you? Yes, he is.
He says, he told me in the practice just before the race that he can do round about 141 mids on primes. So we'll see if he can make that statement true here.
It's looking quite promising.
Yeah, he's coming under the
takes that,
now.
nice. Gets a bit
wing on the left there.
Ooh, gets a little bit like too much curve. This isn't this isn't fantastic, but it's going to be putting himself up there as he goes around the final corner. Sets himself a 142.4.
42.4.
I think that's disappointing by his standards.
Yeah, he's just about 3.5 tenths shy of temper, but I'm pretty sure he'll get much faster than that during the course of this qualifying. But as we know, the race is a completely different aspect from qualifying, so we may see a challenge to Connor K today.
Crazy Fish asks, the stream keeps freezing. Dan, can I make a blog for live races? What do you mean by that? Do you mean as in me like doing a text commentary as well? Or if that's what you're thinking of, I think that is something that would be a good idea. Rusty had to sign in for the evening. Disappointing, Rusty. Okay, we would love you to steward the F4 tonight. Had to draft in Velocity at last minute. So I was hoping he would have come on, but that's fine. I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, Crazy Fish, let me know. We've got 6 people watching the stream tonight, which for F5 standards isn't too bad. And Connor K was still on board, but this is again, I think this is an in-lap. This doesn't look a particularly quick one.
I'm on board again with IMW2 Elite.
Yeah, I just went to him as well.
His lap again. Coming up to this pretty long right-hander. To get himself onto, I'd say, probably the longest straight.
One of the rare corners I like round here. That right-hander.
Yeah, quite like that one myself.
And this one.
What's your opinion on the front end, the new corner?
Don't really have an opinion on it, if I'm honest. I think Singapore's is rubbish. So.
Well, do you prefer it to
wide
the old one?
I liked it. I liked the old one because it got you to slow the car down. I mean, you can it does take a lot of time off the lap, and it is generally just quick around there. But I just liked it before I got used to that. I mean, I'm sure give it a couple of seasons, it'll be fine. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it, but I just kept it as it was. Made it a bit of a challenge. But to promote overtaking, that is quite a good one to promote overtaking that corner. It's probably one of the key overtaking points other than the DRS zone.
W2 Elite now coming through the grandstand. Bit of wheel spin on the exit there.
This lap doesn't fill me with joy at all.
It's always hard to get traction down here. He's coming around the last corner now.
Better.
Fairly quick and a much better lap.
A much better lap. Doesn't actually improve his position, but it is a better lap. You can definitely see there's a bit of a gulf in the abilities tonight. We've got Temper 3D, who's currently provisional pole on a 142.1 with a 10th down AC Sassin. Connor K is in 3rd with IMW2 Elite in 4th. XRL Eds and Senna is in 5th. The man with many gamer tags, we should call him, has changed it yet again. It is a weekly thing. Dave Paco 1 in P6 with Eyes the best in P7. P8 is Flash Student. P9 is NATO. He's the only one who is last one to have set a lap time in the 148.8. That needs to be a lot better. XRL Dynamite 10, SAS Whitey, and new guy Quinn, who's actually just set a lap time. He's gone P8 with a 46 dead, right sort of in the middle of the bottom pack, we could call it. But IMW2 Elite's not done too bad. He's sort of got away from Ayrton Senna there. I expect Ayrton Senna to improve his time.
Yeah, it's good to see that we've got a couple of new drivers in this week. For example, obviously, Quinn tonight, and we had on Monday night, we had Fozzie coming in for his
And that
first race,
MJI1 guy as well, who hopefully...
Yeah. Fozzie had a really good race and finished second, which was very good for Singapore and his first Grand Prix as well, the GP2. But it seems fairly close at the front, but I reckon Connor Kay could find some good time in that to take pole position, but we'll see as the time goes down.
I mean,
3D, I'm on a lap with him now.
We've had a few first-time race winners. Obviously, yourself and AZ Assassin have both won on debut recently, and we have had a good, you know, people have made a good impact when they first come into the league. And another one being Connor Kay. He's really sort of took it in his stride and done well since he's come into F5. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's decent. I'm just having a look. I think someone else has done a lap. No, they haven't. Right, let's get back out there anyway. Temper 3D's on a lap of sorts. I'm not sure if it's a...
Nah, he cut the corner just after turn 10 at the chicane, so he ran completely
AZ
off.
Assassin's on an out lap.
As we know,
Connor Kay's on a
track
lap.
is high tyre wear, so it should be interesting to see the different race strategies.
Exactly, I'm fully aware that I think XRL Dynamite has decided that he will start last and not qualify. Get away from everything and, you know, keeps the tyres in a little bit. I mean, gives you that extra couple of laps, which, you know, at the end of the day, that could be a difference between a pit stop and an extra pit stop or not. So, be interesting to see how it works out.
I'm on board with AZ Assassin and now he's just begun his lap on primes. I'm not sure if he did his first lap on options. I didn't actually see his lap, but he's come round the fairly long right-hander now onto the straight, and he's got the DRS wide open. There's quite a lot of his cars in this first sector, but...
Crazy Fish does think a text commentary in the future would be good. I'm not going to listen to that. He just sent me a voice
message.
message.
It's quite a lot to type.
No, I'm not listening to that. Yeah, I mean, that's something that we could get the second commentator to do in the future. That could be your job in the future, James. Where they watch us, they don't even have to be watching the stream. They can have it. So I have a second website which just has the chat box on, and people can just go onto there, and the second commentator can have that up on a PC or even a phone. Chat on there. Just give everyone a text version of the race. I mean, for anyone who has got a lag like you have in a ski resort. But anyway, AZ Assassin, yes, we're on him. He's on the prime tyre, going under the grandstand now. Just misses that apex slightly, but it's not too bad. Going through these last tricky few corners, but this is a reasonable lap time here. It might be an improvement, it's going to be quite close. Oh, runs a little wide out of the last corner. That might affect his time, but he's improved.
Just improves to... Oh,
that is tight. Point.
That is very
300ths of a second was the gap. That is a very, very close effort from AZ Assassin. But Temper 3D holds on to pole. Connor Kay, a bit of a disappointment in the end, it has to be said. I really thought he might be better. Quinn on debut, P8. XRL Dynamite back for once. He's down in... Well, he is not qualified. So, there you have it, guys. There is the quali. Who's on pole? Oh, okay. We'll do a text commentary just for you, Crazy Fish, alright?
Yeah, so coming up to the race now, obviously with no tempers on pole. It'll be quite interesting to see the strategies. So I know that Connor Kay and Izzy Sasson are starting on primes, and Temper is starting on options, so that'll be quite
Temper
interesting.
needs to build the gap. He needs to have a relatively untroubled first couple of laps, pull the gap, and then go from there. But I mean, it's not.
He's expected to pull away.
You know, you look at the qualifying times. You can't pull out 0. You can't pull out 300ths a lap. That's not enough in a race.
No.
You need especially on the tyre difference. He needs to.
Yeah.
Crazy Fish saying he would have probably got first or second if he was there, bigging himself up straight away.
That's good to have a bit of self-confidence.
What was the pole time actually? That's a good one. I can't remember. Let me get my phone.
42-1.
42-1.
42-1. 2-6 or something like that. Or something close to that.
42.150.
As we know, the options run out pretty quickly around here, around lap 6 or 7. The Temper should be struggling around about that kind of time. And then the Prime Boys, Connor Kay and Easy Sasson will close in at that point if Temper can pull away in the early laps of the race. But hopefully we'll have a clean first corner and a clean race.
Well, I hope so. We've got a new driver, we've got a few drivers coming back. Dynamite needs to keep himself out of trouble. He usually does a good job of not doing that. But we shall see what he does today. Yeah. We've got... I's the best. Quick note on him. He actually got himself up a position between IMW2 Elite and XRL Ayrton Senna that we didn't notice on the laps. I have to say I wasn't looking into that one too much. But I think we're all good to go. Can you go into game chat and just ask him if they're good?
Yeah, I'll just go and check.
Yeah, Temper 3D did get pole. I've put on the chat, Crazy Fish. Yeah. But yeah, he did qualify on the options. The other two behind on primes. Both of those are no more than 2/10 off the pace. So I mean, they're looking quite good today.
They're all ready to go.
Right. Sorry, I'm not now. No, he hasn't. Right. We're all good. We've got 31 laps of the Singapore Grand Prix. I'll be glad to get this week out of the way. It is a long race round here. Hopefully no safety cars. That's the most important thing. But we'll be right back. Right, here we are, ready for the race. Thank you, LGS. I needed that. Right, so we're on the grid for the Singapore Grand Prix. Temper 3D is in first on the grid. Jamie out-qualified me. What's going on? You might have to be careful. You've got a car behind you, an SSYT. Yeah. Get off to the left and stay there for about a little while. Just get to the left-hand wall and just stay there. Hopefully he'll get through. Let him pass before you pause it though. Right, so we're away for the Singapore Grand Prix. Hopefully I can get it back in time. So Temper 3D's got a good start. Connor Kay's gone deep into turn 1. So's the Ferrari. Is that Dave Pack there? We've got a Williams. Spun the other way. Oh, he's the best. Had a good start. He's hit the wall. Broken an end plate, and IMW2 Elite has easily picked him up. Connor Kay, awful start from him. He's down into P5. Oh, he's the best. Already an end plate short after just a few corners. But he makes a move to get past IMW2 Elite. Connor Kay's going to have a look round the outside. He doesn't. But he's going to have a look down the inside at the following corner, and he's made it stick there. He runs a little bit wide, but he makes it stick. Good pass. Connor Kay is under pressure from XRL Ayrton Senna going into turn 10. He's just going backwards. He likes to do that in the race at the moment. Right, so let's get on board with XRL Ayrton Senna. He is currently He's P6. He's stayed in the same position.
Oh, there's contact.
Oh, what happened?
I believe XRL Dynamite was coming into that slow left-hand hairpin, and wait till I find him. It was NATO UK came wide straight into the wall. No lag in that involved. He just completely outbraked himself.
So who outbraked and who hit?
NATO UK outbraked himself and hit.
Dynamite.
I've lost it now. Yes, Dynamite into the wall.
Dynamite broke a wing?
I'm not sure. I think he's lost an end plate. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh,
no, he has lost a wing.
Yeah.
Quinn 95 has lost a lot of his wing already. Dave Pack is involved as well. So that's NATO's fault, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Dynamite was just trying to set himself up to pass the driver ahead, and yeah, NATO UK.
Shame that wasn't properly caught, but I mean, sounds pretty conclusive, that one. Temper 3D has got a lead though after lap 1. Swayze Assassin of about half a second. Eyes the Best doing a good job in P3 with, yeah, that's not a bad start. I'm W2 Elite is giving Connor a tough time. P4 and 5, I thought I'm W2 Elite lost a bit of his wing, but it all seems to be there. So run deep at turn 12, going over the Anderson Bridge, and now Connor Kay's having a look at Eyes the Best here. As Eyes the Best runs wide, clatters the wall, but Connor Kay has just not got enough of a drive out of the corner to make a move. You might think about going in deep here, doesn't. Gives plenty of space. Can you look more about, I don't know, 7th, 8th? There's, I know they're not particularly close at the moment, or the lead pair. The lead pair are fine at the moment. Connor Kay will be starting to get rather agitated behind 3rd place Eyes the Best in the Red Bull. He needs to get past sooner rather than later. He's going to have a DRS shout at the end of the 1st sector going into that corner. Eyes the Best running wide. No DRS here because the detection point's on lap 2, so that doesn't count. Going into turn 1 now, that gap is much shorter.
Flash Student is in.
Penalty, yeah, keep an eye on that. Might be a penalty.
Oh no, he's got a drive-through penalty. Drive-through penalty for Flash Student. I couldn't tell you what collision that was, or I think we've got another person in for a penalty as well. Yeah, SES Whitey also in for a penalty. They two were behind each other, and I think it was presumably 6th and 7th, and now they're both 8th and 9th, both with drive-through penalties. So that is a bit odd, but I didn't see the collision, if there was one.
Right, so that will obviously have to be looked at after the race. Eyes the Best, who's just lost a place. Connor Kay making a good move. I'm W2 Elite's not doing too bad a job. He's got a sizable gap. He'll be thinking if he can just keep it, that'll be where he finishes 5th place. XRL Ayrton Senna, P6. Quinn after his start, running just the bottom portion of his wing. Luckily won't have to do too many laps on these options, so we'll just get a wing change, but he's running P7, so it's not too bad. Hopefully he'll improve. Flash Student in P8 after his penalty. Not great for him, with SAS Whitey on the prime tyre in 9th place. Dynamite in 10th after his wing change and picking up currently a point, but hopefully we'll see him rising up. NATO UK's in 11th already. I'm assuming penalty, must be. Dave Pack struggling at the back and half a lap down already.
As we said in quali, those options will be beginning to reach the off stage. Not completely, but AZ Assassin is now closing in and will have DRS now.
Connor Kay's just set a good lap. He's starting to close the gap. Eyes the Best as he's just completely been dropped from Connor there. I'm W2 Elite though. He's plugging along. He's 49 dead, and I think these two will be having a ding-dong battle between now and the end of the race. Gap between fastest laps is less than 10, so these guys will be very, very close to going around the track, and it'll come down to mistakes, I think.
Temper does seem a bit unstable.
I think we have to get to the lead. I think we are going to have to get to the lead now.
Yeah, they two are
because
very close.
these two, yes, AZ Assassin right over the back of Temper 3D on the option tyres. Those options will be running out. He's just have to correct a bit of oversteer. Side of the car hitting the wall, no wing damage. But all these little errors not helping. The only possible advantage that AZ Assassin has is he's got the power of the undercut the whole race.
Yeah.
I mean, track position means a lot round here. And if you're always undercutting, well, that's worth quite a lot in my opinion.
Temper does seem to be struggling in those options. He seems really unstable hitting walls on exits.
I think AZ Assassin's got to hold back. He's going to pit this lap, surely. No, he doesn't.
No,
he's there for the taking then.
brave.
Oh,
Whoa.
AZ Assassin there, getting on the curb. And that has just chucked him off, and he's lost a good second there. Effectively, that's what it is.
Yeah, at least.
He'll get that back by the end of the lap, easy. If not before then, it's just very frustrating. We've got cars everywhere on the track, but this is really the only close battle we've got. Connor K, we're just going to have a quick look at his laps. They are very representative. Very, very representative.
Yeah. If AZ Assassin's going to make the move, it has to be soon, because Connor K will close that gap quickly, because as we both know, his pace around here is pretty solid for race pace as well.
Well, he's done a 46.6 and a 46.4, so he's on the race. He's on the pace race of the race pace. I'm trying to get it out. I just can't get it out. Yeah, he's on the race pace definitely. I'd say probably driving a bit more consistently now anyway, because AZ Assassin is caught behind Temper. He can't do anything.
Yeah, it's very difficult to overtake in this track.
That's the issue. He's going to have to hope Temper pit. But looking at it, I mean, looking at the gap between third and fourth, or third, well, probably fourth and fifth actually, the gap I'm talking about, it's quite big. He could probably fit in there and not lose any time, you would think. Gets a little unstable through there. I thought AZ Assassin would have closed more than what he has done, though the gap is quite small, so I just would have thought maybe another couple of attempts. But Temper 3D staying out again. Maybe he's got a lap to reach, but those tyres definitely don't want him to get there.
Probably try to make that pit strategy last.
Yeah, the 6
questionable
laps.
whether he's doing a 2 or 3 stop though.
6 laps a good amount of stops. Get in after 6, because those tyres, you're going to lose more time than what is worth staying out. The good thing is, AZ Assassin hasn't passed yet. He'll have a good chance here though, under the DRS.
He's very close. Was it closing in then? Temp 3D presumably goes to the inside.
Move, giving him enough room.
AZ Assassin brakes late. Oh, and runs wide. Doesn't get through.
No, I didn't think he really had to brake as late as he did either. He's going to have superior grip. He could have just I've seen plenty of moves round the outside of that corner this week. In that sort of situation.
It's quite a good overtaking spot.
Right, so AZ Assassin failing at his first attempt.
Whoa! On this contact.
Connor K's going to love this.
And Connor K takes full
AZ Assassin
advantage.
couldn't do anything about that. Temper and lost the car. Now, this might ruin AZ Assassin's race because he might have got a penalty for that. I'm hoping not, because it's just a racing incident. I mean, nothing could have been done about that. He lost the car. The car he's lost it again, you see. Look at that. Again. The car, the tyres have... He should have. You know, we could have seen it from about the end of lap 3 that he was struggling.
It will be interesting to see now whether AZ Assassin can close that gap now to Connor K. AZ Assassin runs wide though, going under the grandstand, and loses a bit of time now to Connor K. But
I mean, their pace is pretty equal. I'm just hoping AZ Assassin hasn't got a penalty for that, because there's nothing he could have done, and he has.
Oh, he has.
That's going to gift Connor the race, and I mean, he was in P3.
Yeah, that is a right shame because AZ Assassin had nothing to do with that incident.
Oh!
Oh dear.
I know
Safety
exactly
car.
where that
Safety
is.
car.
Last turn, he's caught too much curb. Well, that helps AZ Assassin, I suppose.
Yeah.
Probably actually helps Temper 3D more because AZ Assassin's had to do a drive through it and he's going to have to pit this lap. So,
Oh,
probably...
cross the white lines there.
Right, Crazy Fish is back. Can you get IMW2 Elite in?
Yep, I'll just give it a shout.
Before I start, how many people are watching the stream?
A lot. 6
I'd like
currently.
to apologise for that ridiculous mistake I made. It was fucking poor.
Whatever, you just drove into the wall.
Yeah, I know, it was stupid. My tyres were wrecked, I was pushing into the limit, coming around the corner, just accelerating into the pit, and my fucking back end stepped out. Couldn't hold it, straight into the wall. And what have I done? Brought out a safety car. I bet you everyone's loving me.
Well, I think AZ Assassin's probably liking you right about now. Getting a penalty for his, yeah, I suppose you heard that.
Yeah, it was on my radios saying that you got a drive-through penalty. But, I mean, I was doing so well, I had such good pace, and it fucked it up, and it pisses me off so much. Damn it. And what annoys me even more is the fact that I'm not going to get any points now, and I was going to get some big points in this race, which would have really helped me. But
yeah, it was looking like
whoever's...
10 or 12 points. You and I's the best were fighting for that 4th place.
Well, yeah, I's the best dropped back quite far. I don't know why, but he dropped back quite far off me.
So effectively
I think
4th.
I had Ayrton Senna. I had Ayrton Senna up me. I think it was about 17 seconds behind me, just as I crashed into the pit. Which was so annoying, because I would have had a perfect pit stop and still been ahead of him when I came out. So
Right, so Connor
happy.
K has finally picked up the safety car. We've got a lapped car of Dave Pack in there, so he will not get through. So he's stuck in there now. He's going to have to let a lot of cars go through.
Don't know if you've seen that, Dan, but AZ Assassin coming out of the pits there was very close to I's the Best coming out of the pits and crucially just managed to get ahead under the yellow flag situation.
Right, so AZ Assassin has still got a chance. He's been given a second chance here at trying to get the race win. Quinn on debut up into P5 with Ayrton Senna in P6. We're now going to start going a bit further back. These drivers are a long way away from the safety car. P7 is SAS Whitey. They may not even catch up by the time. 8th is NATO UK. 9th is Dynamite. 10th is Flash Student. 11th is Dave Pack, but he is currently in the safety car queue. Can't get out, so he's effectively now lapped down over everyone. Which is, well, that's a massive shame. That's his race gone.
You're just saying that, Dan. He's like, oh, that's a shame.
Well, I don't want it to happen, do I?
Well, you never know. I would never know, Dan.
I just hate it how it works that out. But, you know, you've got to stay by heart. Oh, God, that's it. The car lagging a little bit there.
What annoys me now so much is the fact that I've got to stay in the race because I'm the host. And I don't know who
crashed out then?
Yeah, it's my fucking fault. I know. If I had flashbacks, I'd bring it back, honestly, because I would have done so well. But you can't flashback in multiplayer, unfortunately. Not that I use flashbacks. I just want to make that clear.
Oh, whatever. You've said it now. You can't just...
The only time I'll use a flashback is if I am doing seriously well, and you're talking like mega seconds in front of AI drivers, and I fuck it up. I just think, yeah, I'll use it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, there's about half a lap to go, and we're still waiting for effectively 4 drivers to catch up to the queue. They've got to work hard to get there as well. I mean, that's a good sort of 15-20 seconds they've got to find on half a lap. It's possible. I think you'll probably see the first 2 get there, the second 2 may struggle. So now going over the Anderson Bridge, they've got about 50 seconds left of this lap.
Just thinking about it now, I'm definitely going to have to stay in the race because the person that joined after me has a crap connection. So that's my practice for Korea gone.
That's not, you got 6 days, 7 days.
7 days, you are right, but tomorrow I probably won't. Saturday I will, Friday I will.
Maybe we'll
Thursday I
go we
definitely
practice
will.
after this.
No,
Maybe
yeah, exactly.
you can have a practice after this, because I will be, I think. I was thinking,
Yeah,
oh, let's play
probably
COD,
on the
but I
same.
think I'm going to get a bit of cheeky career practice in, because I know Fearless isn't on, so I mean, get any practice I can do when he's not about.
No, but I'm just going to say there's a guy in my league who is very generously giving me his setups, and it's so nice of him. I'm not going to say his name, because that'd be unfair, but...
Well, that's not very nice.
Oh, but he loves me.
Right, so Lap Car
at
Day
this
Pack has
restart
let
as always.
everyone through. Connor having the Ferrari of Dave Pack in the way has basically just got a second head start on
And
everyone.
Isabeth goes wide.
Best goes, yeah, I just saw that. Looking
He's
backwards.
dashing pretty close to temper here. Don't imagine he'll make a move because DRS won't be activated for another couple of laps.
My guy Ayrton Senna, I want him to have a good race today. He's currently chasing Quinn down with a P... Well, that is effectively P4. And he's got a chance as well. I wouldn't make a move here, it's too tight. But let him make a mistake on the other hand.
Oh,
And
that's a good move.
I wouldn't do a move there, he just made a move. Oh, not quite, not quite. Quinn
He's
just
a better driver
defending.
than you, Dan.
Oh, it's okay. Right,
Oh, there's contact.
where?
Blast Student and Dynamite at turn 9. Turn 9 that will be. The
Who-
two of them just completely collided.
Whose fault was
I don't
that?
think Dynamite gave him enough room. Gave
Oh,
Blast
why
Student
doesn't that
enough room.
surprise me? Why doesn't that surprise me?
I think he just ran him out of room and Dynamite
Quinn
continued on. Blast
damaging an
Student
end
spun.
plate. He is now. Probably couldn't have made that move there. Ayrton Senna looking, probing, not making the move, but he will here. He's side by side under the grandstand, got the outside, and he's giving him a bit of a hard time there. But I think that's on the limits. But we'll let him off on that one.
He's in the pits, and AZ Assassin's gone straight past him.
So what's Temper in for a pit stop already?
Yeah, Temper's already in. And looks like there's a barrel coming down the pit straight. I'll tell you just now. It is for a drive-through penalty.
Don't know why that is.
Yeah, neither do I. The Quinn's now at P5. He's lost a place, but he's going to lose some more. Oh, he's the best now, the one who's starting to have a look. They've both got DRS. I feel like Quinn's been had this much of his wing for like the whole race.
How much has he lost?
He's lost all of his end plates. He's just got like the bottom flat bit.
I done that in practice, and I went for the whole race. I think I lost both end plates on lap 8, and I went all the way through from lap 8 to lap 31. Well, obviously they changed it when I pitted, but I lost them all again with my expert driving.
Dynamite's actually in P7.
Yes, he is in P7.
Tempers in P8 after his pit stop penalty. Actually, I better write that down. Oh, flash student.
Flash student.
And that's wing
Lost his
gone.
front wing. Don't know whether he was struggling for grip, but just looked like waiting at a spin from the tyres. Oh, Jesus. Not exactly helping the car about, breaking it into the corners.
Connor
Yeah, watch it doesn't destroy his car and cause another safety car.
Can't do that, we're on board with him.
I think AZ Assassin was in the pits for a drive-through penalty. I don't think he's got any tyres on.
He came in just before the safety car, so that I wouldn't imagine. Oh wait, or did he?
No, he did the penalty and then went in for a stop on safety car. Problem is, Dave Pack was in between the two, so he just got he wasn't behind him, and since then Connor's just flown. As Flash Student's in, but it wouldn't surprise me if he said no more.
The Assassin's just lost his
NATO drifting it round there, just caught that, and actually he's going to probably be fighting it out with Flash Student. Dave Pack in 11th, and actually he's racing with people, but he's lapped down pretty much by everyone.
Whoa, there's a bit of contact there between Temper 3D and Dynamite. Temper 3D was going to make the move into turn 8, and Dynamite just completely closed the door on him.
Doing well, P2, SAS YT in P3, Eyes the best in P4, 5th is Quinn.
Dynamite's all over the place here.
AZ Assassin, yeah, he's down in, he's a long way down. Dynamite, yeah, and here's his Temper 3D, his teammate. You think Temper being the quicker driver?
Off there.
Do you know XRL Dynamite's still got his 10-second penalty to take from Spain?
Oh yes, I must remember to do that in the tables this week.
Oh, contact there. Temper 3D hitting Dynamite now into the entry.
Getting rather agitated behind, I think. Who's that? Is it
10%? It might be another drive-through.
It is. It is.
It is.
He is going to be a very pissed off person.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be too happy at all, considering his pole position. It's been a nightmare race for Temper out there today. But it's looking very good at the front for Connor K. He's got a massive gap. That's very big actually. Actually, that's between 15 and 20 seconds. A little bit 15, that looks to me.
Temper's at least in 7th and can just get some laps in now. But very frustrating for him, because he was in a good position. AZ Assassin, he's lost a bit of his end plate. He's in P5. Not really sure what happened to him. I mean, it must be a penalty. But I thought he took it, but I thought he took it just before the safety car, so it must be another one.
Yeah.
But I don't know what for.
I think there was a pit stop during the safety car, and it was a drive-through penalty afterwards.
Zyme's the best dives into the pits and makes that battle finish very early. Otherwise, he's actually getting all wide and everything there at the exit of that one.
Yeah, he's not looking comfortable now. He was looking comfortable in the early stages of the race, but now that we're getting near to midpoint, he's starting to struggle now.
SAS YT, his lap times are pretty poor, if I'm honest. He's currently running P3. He's doing well. Another one, again, not the best lap times. XRL Ayrton Senna, P2. He won't mind 18 points. as we're now approaching half race distance. There's not exactly the hive of action. I mean, there's a lot of cars. Oh, that's not good news for Mini Ninja and his promotion hopes. To see him just come online is not good at all. So that's one
Who's
disconnection in F4. That is Mini Ninja in F4.
Oh no,
Darren.
good though. Shame.
Well, Dan, you can take a look across at F4 and see what the race is like, since the pack's pretty spread out now.
Well, I think I can't get Velexity in the game without him losing connection to an F4, so I mean it's quite hard to get him in the party without him leaving the lobby. So as SAS Whitey dives into the pit, and AZ Assassin makes up another one, I think, there.
SAS Whitey's in the pit.
Be interested to see what Darren has to say. I mean, here he is. Oh dear, I saw exactly what that meant when you appeared online.
Yeah, not a good race. Not a good race at all.
Why? Did you lose connection, or
No, I got smashed into at the start, and then Motorsport Nerd held me up, and going into turn 10, I think it was, he pretty much stopped, and then I smashed into him. He lost his front wing, I lost mine, and from there I lost my front wing again, and just smashed into the wall. Pretty much just sums it up. So
a couple of bad races for you over the last couple of weeks then in terms of point scoring?
yeah, ever since Monaco, it's just gone downhill ever since Monaco. So.
Well, I wouldn't say Monaco. The points have been coming in. I mean, it's just the last couple of weeks failing to score. How many people raced tonight?
It's just I'm not getting enough points to race. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just trying to keep. There's 6 more races after this. You just gotta hope that well, let's just have a look at the tables. I mean, it is very, very tight in F4 for effectively one promotion spot. It's going to be tight. Do you think you've got a chance?
At the moment, I have no idea.
You are currently 3rd, but I mean, I don't know how many people raced tonight. I'm assuming a good amount, 13, 14.
Yeah, it's about 12, 13, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, unless other people lost connection beforehand, it sounds as if you are not scoring again, which means that the likes of Gravedigger, the Boy 83K, Jam and Jay Pearson, the co, are going to start closing in. But I mean, yeah, just having a look at it, since your win at Monaco, you've only picked up 7, 9, 21 points. 21 points in 1, 2, 3, 7 races, so you're averaging 3 points a race. Which, yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound good. Whereas since Monaco, if you look at someone like Sick V2 Ozone, who has just replaced you in 2nd place in Championship, since then, he's scored 71 points. And that's not including tonight's, whatever he picks up tonight. So, I mean, you know, he's picking up 10, 12 points a race, which is a lot better, obviously. So, yeah. I'm doing the F5 race right now. We're 16 laps in. I'll be at F4 next week. I already said to George, I'll be doing F5 4 out of the last 6 races. I'll be doing a majority of F4 because of the championship battle. We want to be covering that as much as possible. So I mean, I'll be there next week. Probably not the week after for Japan, but then pretty much we'll probably do 3 of the last 4, and that will probably include USA, Brazil, and looking at it, probably India. So
How's Temper doing, by the way?
Temper was doing fantastic. He started in pole, had the lead, probably stayed out a lap too many if I'm honest, lost it. He is currently running, he's been in scraps with people. I mean, he's had a pet drive-through pen with an incident, I can't remember who it was with, I think it was with Dynamite. But he's currently running P6, but I mean, he's doing good laps now, he's on in some fresh air. And P5 is only a couple of seconds down the road, so should get that. Should be a double points finish for him, double figure points finish. He might even be able to get 4th. I mean, 14 laps left. It is his teammate. It's probably about 10 seconds down the road. I think that's, as far as that, 4th is probably the best he could have hoped for now, because 3rd is about 25 seconds down the road after that. So it is 4th to 6th, somewhere like that. I mean, he's had a bit of an eventful race, so I mean, he needs a good one. He needs to get a couple of overtakes done towards the end. But are you available for a bit of practice in about half an hour or so? When will that be? 9:20. Do a bit of practice around career with IMW2 Elite, some of the F4 guys, I'm sure, F5 guys, whatever, get a mix. If you're about, I'll ask Temper who he wants to do it and get it. Hopefully we should get quite a few. Connor K in the pits again. Now I thought he only just pitted for options, but he's in. Has he broken away? No. Is it a drive-through? Yes.
That's a drive-through.
What for then? Corner Kane? You would think. I have not seen him in any incidents. It's got to be.
That's pretty concerning, considering we're just over halfway in.
I mean, yeah, 13 more laps. You can't afford to cut corners now. Otherwise, you're just going to get penalties and disqualifications. I mean, there are a couple of corners which are extremely picky. It means, like, you can't even ride the curb on like a bit of your tyre because you get corner K. But it's that one corner I'm thinking of just before the grandstand, then that's where he's getting it. But I mean, you can get it there if you get too much curb like he did there, wouldn't surprise me. SS White is in P4, he's only about 5 seconds off him now. Vice the best about a few seconds behind that, and Temper about an equal gap to that. So the pack is quite close now. We've got 13 more laps to go, and then we'll be able to do a bit of a practice session. Jonathan, you need to get some practice in.
Yes, I do.
I want you to win a race between now and the end of the season.
There is a Ferrari behind SES Whitey.
That's Dave. Or it might be
yeah,
Flash
it must be
Student.
Dave Pack. Yeah, Dave Pack, there we go, destroyed his car. That must be intentionally, just because he lost his wing.
Is that going to cause a safety car?
It is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Again. Second safety car of this race now, and we're only on lap 18.
There's more
I
or
suppose
less
we
been
get him
one
in the
every
party,
7
I
laps.
suppose. But I mean, that's just not the attitude, we're not looking for that.
There's more or less been a safety car every 7 laps at the moment.
Yeah, and this is now helping Easy Assassin even more again, and possibly XRL Ayrton Senna as well.
I mean, I think
Close
Ayrton
up
Senna's in a
Connor
fake
K.
position.
Stay in position, no overtaking.
He's probably a little bit higher than what I thought he would be on the pace.
Oh, and Dan, right, I'm going to reassure you on this.
Oh,
If
yes.
I don't, right, no, that's a bet, but I am going to do well in, all the people that are listening to this as well, they can hold me up on this. I'm going to do well in the next race, which I think is what his career, isn't it? I will do well in that, because I know how to get a good setup, and I'm good at the track, so I'll do good. I'll do good. You can hold me on that.
Hello.
Davis joined.
I'll apologise for that last move then. I meant to move because I thought I took what was it, Whitey out. I've seen the arrow come to the left, so I thought I'll move to the right, and then I hit into him, and I was like, oh fuck, so I just drove into the wall. Thought, forget it, I'm just gonna just piss me off.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
I felt like I crashed into. Yeah, I felt like I mean the arrow was staying left to me, so I thought, oh, I'll move to the right, and then he'll come up the inside, and I pulled right and hit into him, and then. I thought, forget it, I've had enough. I thought, I'll just drive straight. It was bad from lap 1, to be honest. I got someone nudged me up the arse on lap 1, and that was it. That was from there.
Yeah, and then the safety car didn't exactly help you either, because then you were lapped down on everyone.
Sorry for that.
That's it. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I was
you know
umming
you
and
brought out a
ahhing,
safety car as well.
Yeah, I was umming and ahhing. I was thinking, shall I just pull the car into the pits and just retire after that safety car? And I thought, no, I'll keep going. I'll see if someone else totals. I might salvage a point. And then I'll just when was it SAS Whitey that I just nearly took out?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I used the other salve right there, so.
SAS White's just lost his
dear.
front wing.
Has it? Yeah, I think he lost a bit of it when like I said, the arrow was telling me left, so I thought, oh, I'll move to the right, and then he was like, it must have come up.
He must have like tried to like do a dummy or something and go right and go left or something.
I've got a feeling SAS Whitey just reset to track because he hit the wall. Yeah, he hit the wall and lost his front wing and reset to the track.
Yeah, I thought it was lag at first, but then I seen that his wing was still missing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's a penalty. Am I right in thinking that, Dan?
Yeah.
I want to write that one down.
Why is it a penalty if you reset the track? You get.
I've got some. There is something in the rules about that.
Yeah, I think it's a 20-second penalty or something like that.
If it is, I don't think it should be that much actually. I may have looked at that one. I need to have a look over the rules because some of them are still in the old format, but that's.
Well, I wanna speak to you about them, Dan. There are a couple I think we need to amend.
It was the one that jammed me up the arse in the first corner. I just went flying off.
First corner.
Very
first one.
First corner. Yeah, very first.
So you'd have Ferrari'd it round wide then, not flash.
Yeah, I got bumped off the track. That's all. I just got bumped, and it was going to put me into someone else, so I just like turned a little bit. Someone just bumped.
Well, I have to look at the grid, but it's obviously.
I don't know. It looked like a Williams, to be honest. I don't know. It looked, but I mean, I only seen like the tiny bit of it, and I was gone. It just, as I come to brake, it just banged because obviously everyone slowed down for the first corner.
Let's have a look at the grid.
The safety car is coming in this lap.
Safety car's coming in this lap, and there's like no one. There's no one even behind the car. They're miles away.
Okay,
they're all about to start, and there's about half the cars, and all the rest are frantically trying to get there to get.
Yeah, the interesting thing is though that I think it's Isabel.
So Dave Pag, it's either, well, it's got to be, well, it can't be Quinn, because it could have been other side of the grid, but it could have been your teammate Flash Student, or it could have been Dynamite or NATO, I suppose, or SAS Whitey.
Dynamite.
Oh dear, Dynamite's just broke his wing trying to...
Cousinly competition!
And he's just reset to track as well.
Did he? Oh. Well, actually, I would... There's your answer.
Go now.
Easy Sarson is away, but there is a thing. Connor K is on primes, and he will be going to the end now, which is not good news for Easy Sarson because he needs to make another pit now.
Flash Student is now in the pits as well, getting a new front wing.
Right, so we need to get XRL Dynamite in.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I might need it. I mean, he's on. Be interested to see what he has to say, but...
Was he around any cars at the time?
No, it's his errors. It was his errors, I was on board. He got a little bit too excited going into the corner and broke his wing. On the corner that I famously broke my wing on 3 laps in a row the other night, so I mean, it's easily done.
It's lagging like anything.
Really?
Yeah, and I lagged out 3. Yeah. Do you see Tempest spin me out of the pit lane?
Are you sure you lagged out or you didn't not bother?
My son's here.
I was
driving. No. I've been lagging like anything. I did send you a message, remember? At qualification.
Oh, right. N7 though,
Right.
P3.
Flash Student flashed the hell out of me 4 times. My teammate's taken me out 3 times. Stunned me in the safety car period.
in the safety car period. How do you do
That's
that?
why. That's why he got that drive-through. That's why he got the drive-through after the safety car went in.
Ah.
And he put me back in further because I was right up there. I was like the fifth one, I was like perfectly on the first safety car. I come in boxed, yeah, and then I wait, and then my tyres were doing fine. I didn't need to pit again. And I pitted again for the third time, and I didn't have to pit until the end of the race now, and it lagged out now. Flash student needs sorting out a tyre.
Okay, well it does explain a few things, so look, we'll let you get going, alright, because we need to finish up on this, but yeah, at least we've got a few bits sorted out. I've got a few things written down, so we'll sort it out.
Have you? Oh good, damn good.
But yeah, I'll let you...
Busy anyway, so I wish I recorded. I forgot to record it, right? Bugger. Normally I record them, don't I?
Yeah.
Well,
Right then,
because I always use... Oh, well.
we're in the middle of the thing. I'll be doing a career practice afterwards, so if you want to join, you can do.
Oh, sorry, what's that?
I'm doing a career practice after, so if you want to, you can do. Join it if you want. Up to you, I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, okay. But what track?
Career?
Career. Oh, right, I thought you said a career practice
Yeah,
as in career. No, sorry. Sorry.
You're right, you're right.
Yeah, I'm a bit dazed from my crashes. I hate the Ferraris, and I hate my own teammate at the moment. Thing is, I was going to let him pass
he's
as well.
destroyed his car! Tempered 3D has destroyed his car. Is that
He's got
another
it at the
safety
pit
car?
lane.
And it's another safety car, same time as me. 3 safety cars. That's ridiculous.
I'm fuming.
Right, can you leave now, Andy? I'm going to speak to Temper now.
Yeah, I'm going. Bye.
Speak to you later. Same for Dave if possible as well.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff down for the steward's notes to discuss.
Oh, thanks for that. You give me a lot of work.
Well, why do you guys even do it? It's just like, drive good and there'll be nothing on the
I
notes.
don't know. I don't know.
You need to look at yourself long and hard. Oh dear, Enten's gotten into the wall deep, and...
He lost his front wing. Please tell me he hasn't lost his front wing.
He
He's lost his
has,
front
but
wing.
safety car's
Fuck's
out,
sake.
so I mean...
I was good.
Corner
doing
cage in
really
as
well.
These two will be
really
coming
well
in
now.
for options, I presume.
Connor K and AZ Assassin are in.
This is going to be interesting for these two for the win of the race.
Well, we'll close everything up, but...
I think I've just got a glitch through on the game because AZ Assassin, as he came into the pit stops, his engineer came over the radio and I heard what the engineer said.
What did he say?
Yeah, I know he's talking a load of bollocks. I knew he was talking out his arse as soon as you joined the party. He's just invited me to a party as well. He's gonna he's gonna justify everything to me. I'm not gonna bother sitting there, Dan, and let him justify everything to me. I'm fed up of it. Bollocks. I've had enough of him.
Guys, can I just say something here? The SES Whitey has got in between Connor K and AZ Assassin, so that could decide the race between those two guys, because if Connor K doesn't get ahead of SES Whitey quickly, then we could see AZ Assassin walking away with this.
But you got to think as well, SES Whitey, he's got bold tyres. Well, they're getting bold, and Connor's got brand new options, so he should fly past him in the next DRS zone.
He should, but it is a difficult track to overtake.
That's why they got two DRS zones close up together.
Yeah.
I think it's the most stupid place to put them.
Right, so we are properly back, I suppose, now. 7 laps after when the safety car comes in, I think. We might be in. Have we got one more lap, or is this the lap it goes in?
Will be one more lap.
So it'll be 6 full laps after the safety car. I mean, Ayrton Senna's not going to win this race. He's on the prime tyres. He's going to need a miracle. Connor Kay in second. SAS Whitey's in second, sorry. I mean...
I think
this is
I think the winners tonight will be AZ Assassin, then it will be the guy in third, Connor, then it will be SAS Whitey, then Ayrton Senna.
Yeah, sounds about right. Temper, what happened last corner?
Right, sorry about that, I had my mic muted. Well, caught the curb and took me straight into the wall. Not even a chance to steer out of it, not even a chance to brake.
Yeah, I mean, that's happened to a few people this week.
You side podded into it.
Yeah, and then my teammate had a vendetta against me, so...
Yeah, we've heard his point of the story. What do you have to say about that? Because you picked up a couple of penalties for it.
Yeah, first penalty, I don't know what I got, like, under safety car, just penalty flashed up on my screen, I was like, what the hell?
Okay.
Second one, I tapped him, I didn't let him get the plate, well, I kept him in front, I slowed up, but got a penalty for that.
Yeah, I think I saw that
one. Come out the pit. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And then third one, come out the pits, and he just turned into me. I mean, I couldn't go nowhere else. If I went anywhere else, I'd be in the wall, and I couldn't go nowhere, and it felt like I turned in, and then his sideboard glitched, which got me the penalty, and I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't go nowhere. So, I don't know. I want my old teammate back. I want the one I had last week. He's better.
Yeah, that's not
Ferrari F1 UK. I mean, 6 more races left at the end of the season. We'll go from there, but there'll be certain people that won't be in the league at the end of the season. Because, at the moment, I have about 20 to 22 drivers in GP2.
No overtaking.
For 14 spots, so that means that certain ones are going to go into GP3, some are going to go into F1, which means some of the GP3 guys are going to have to go down, and so on, which means F5 will become more competitive and we'll lose.
Yes!
We'll lose some of the slower drivers, I would think. But things have got to still be decided, social races have still got to be done, so I mean, can't say anything exactly yet, but
start weaving. We need to get some temperature into the brakes and tyres.
We're planning everything now because we're going to get to next season, and we want it to be perfect because it's the second season under this game, so we know how quick everyone is. So we need to get it perfect. So that means
I think the safety car is in this lap.
Yeah.
Qualification should make light work.
And here's
our way. Safety car is in. Safety car is in.
So safety car's in, and we've got 6 more laps of racing. But Connor Kay, he's going to use a bit of curse.
Already closed up.
No,
he's insane, that Connor kid. He's insane.
I know. He gets plenty of time in.
He's a GP3. He is GP3 worthy.
GP3. I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
He will get an early promotion next. He will get promoted at the end of the season, regardless of whether he has.
He reminds me of XRL Chris 84. He reminds me of XRL Chris 84.
He'll be in F4 as a minimum next season. It just comes down to all these GP2 guys and how many we get, and you know, because leagues are going to become generally fast next year. We don't know how many divisions we're going to go up.
Are you telling me I've got to up my game?
F5's going to be faster. We're going to have more people from the likes of Temper's pace, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I know for a fact I'm getting faster.
Who doesn't crash?
Regardless of whether if Temper's in this division or up or wherever next season.
Oh, SSY has just been taken by Ayrton Senna.
That's a nice easy move for him. So SCSY again, he's going to... Well, that's blowing your prediction out of the water because he's under pressure already.
Yes, it has.
We've got someone miles back.
Eyes the best.
Oh,
and Eyes the Best knocks him off.
Well, that's okay because NATO is just like, ha ha ha, because he's actually got...
I'll take that, please.
He's unlapped himself, actually, is what it is. The car...
and he just ditched himself in the wall.
This is going to be interesting because Connor Kay is already closing in on AZ Assassin for the lead. This, it's going to go down to about the last 3 laps.
Oh, this is going to be close. Come on, Connor. I'm rooting for Connor all the way. I think
He's
Connor's
the
a
best.
fantastic
Picks up a
driver.
penalty then. His instant with SSYT, which, you know, is probably right. Flash Student is in P7. He might get another position out of it. NATO UK.
Oh, no.
I think
I
his
want
race
Flash
is
to
done.
crash out. I can't let Flash get any more positions.
Well, I don't know who's behind me in points. I think it is SSYE. And it's only like three or four points between us. That's why I was so pissed off that I crashed, because I would have been ahead of him at the end of the race.
Flash, 2 points
And
between us. I think it is 2-3 points.
Yeah, between you and Flash, it's really close.
It's so close.
Well, Darren didn't do too good tonight.
Who didn't do too good?
Darren, Ninja.
Ah.
Yeah. What happened to him then?
Well, I saw him come online. I thought he lost connection like he did last week, but apparently it wasn't connection. It was... I can't remember what he said. He ran into incidents with certain people, and then I believe he hit someone, and that caused them to break his wing and the other person's wing, and he got a penalty, and I think he just retired the car in the end.
Oh, man. I had him for winning this.
But
He's so quick round this track.
He just came in and he commented on it that, you know, since Monaco's race victory, he's really struggled.
Yeah.
I mean, 21 points in
this track.
21 points
He's
in
so
7
quick.
races is not good enough. He knows that, and if he's going to keep his promotion charge up, he's got to get on the
I
winning.
just want to point out, Connor K is less than a second behind AZ Assassin, and he's got the DRS.
I reckon he's going to get him. Connor's going to get him. He's going to.
AZ Assassin's tyres look like they're going, because he's been going wide on a lot of corners.
Yeah,
I
they
think
both played on the same lap.
Connor's going to get him. Connor will get him, because they're closing up now, coming into second DRS.
So, Flash Student has actually overtaken Eyes the best, but they're very, very close on track. Just thought I'd mention that one. So we've got 3.5 laps left. Connor's in DRS, and
Connor's very close here. AZ Assassin goes defensive.
He is looking rapid, K right now.
Come on, Connor!
Sets himself up for turn 10. Tucks in behind,
come on,
pulls to the inside.
Come on! Come on! Please.
And it gets past.
Come on!
Lap 28, probably the best overtake of the day in F5.
That has got to be the best overtake of the week.
Right,
That's an excellent overtake into the old Singapore sling.
Yeah.
Probably the best one I've seen of the week, yeah, definitely. But I've seen a few good overtakes. I've got a lot from F1, but that's definitely overtaken of the day. And a great time
but Dan,
too.
you've got to share them about. You can't just pick all from F1.
I can't.
Don't get me wrong, F1 are good.
But then,
F1
I mean,
are good.
I haven't got many other streams to go from, so at the moment, so.
Did GP2? Oh yeah.
It did, yeah. We'll have some from there if they're ready.
What about GP3?
No, no from a GP3
Oh.
or F4.
Do you know how
AZ Assassin's having a good lap now. He's kept up. He'll have the DRS. He took the last corner a lot better, and he might have a go. His DRS is wide open. I wouldn't have a dive down the inside here. I would wait until the following straight, which he does, going through turns 2 and 3.
Yeah, but Connor's still got a full curves bar.
So has AZ Assassin.
So does AZ Assassin.
Oh, this is interesting. This is all going to come down to
AZ Assassin
gearboxes
managing
now.
to brake so much later. Connor a little bit nervous under braking. They're braking way too early. AZ Assassin using every bit of curves. Preventing to him. He's starting to close.
Come on, Connor. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Just. Unfortunately for AZ Assassin, that gap was always closing. He doesn't take that corner very well either. He's just dropped about half a second since that possible overtake.
Come on, Connor.
Again, if he can just keep it in this sort of second gap, Connor is struggling to say the least.
I think his tyres are going.
His
his
tyres
are genuinely going.
He looked like
And
he
when
was
they go,
pushing
they
him
go.
to the limit. He's got to do
When they
another
go, they
2
go.
more laps
I
after
think that's
this.
what I done with my tyres, is when I crashed
My
out,
tyres
I
went.
pitted lap 7. I pitted lap 7 and I just spun it coming into the pit wall. I was like, oh fuck it, I think it's because I pushed him too much. I think if I pitted lap 6, I would have been alright, but fucked off
Mine
with
just
myself
snapped.
after that.
I was sliding everywhere. I was like, as in Formula Drift.
AZ Assassin's car definitely
Sitting
looks the better
everywhere.
one right now.
Yeah.
No, Connor. But the thing is, Connor is very defensive and he's very good at defending. I found that out in Hungary, right behind him. the final lap, coming around the final corner. He's excellent at defending, and he can do it fairly.
Waved yellows in
Oh,
sector
so I've
two.
got a
Arsenal has
suggestion
closed
from
that gap back
LGS by text. He told me Tom625 should win overtake of the week. Can't remember what
Green
lap
flag,
though.
sector
Not very
two has been
helpful.
cleared.
But
No
we'll try and have a
way.
look at that.
No
we don't know. It
way.
might have been
Connor
really
is winning that. Connor is winning it.
good.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
right.
I'm gonna create fake accounts
division.
for him now, and making Connor win.
Right, AZ Assassin DRS uses, so they're going to use all of his curves again, but he's way too far. He's going to have to wait until the last lap. Don't make a dive down the inside, just build it over this lap. He's all over the back. He just needs to hold this tenth and a half. The gap's only 2-3 tenths.
Oh, he
hits
goes
the
wide.
Wall, hits the wall there, doesn't help at all.
Both their tyres will be reaching the end. They both pitted in the same lap and they're both on options.
I'm looking at Connor's front right wheel on the cam. and
Connor
it's looking
definitely didn't
on
take
the
that
wall.
as good as AZ Assassin there. AZ Assassin taking that very well. Anson hairpin now. Both going through there reasonably well. Gap's about half a second going with 1 lap to go. It's going to go down to the DRS zone, running down to the end of the first sector. A bit of a twitchy exit from AZ Assassin. So we go into this difficult chicane. AZ Assassin in slightly deep. Couldn't get quite on the power, but the gap still stays around the same.
Oh, Connie has excellent exit on that
yeah,
corner.
he got a good exit there. Just took a good couple of corners there. AZ
He got a
Assassin
good
able to get
exit
too
there
much
as well, and AZ
curb on the
got to
inside.
the
Gap's about 7 tenths, 6 tenths, something like that. DRS will help here for AZ Assassin, but he's got to take turns 1, 2 and 3 perfectly. Goes through all the red balls.
Oh no!
Oh no! Yes, come on, Connor, please! Oh,
they're side by side. That red
Oh
ball
man, this is so close!
has just put a spanner in the
Yes,
works.
yes, yes.
Oh,
Assassin.
AZ Assassin runs wide!
He's going to have DRS. He's much closer. This is as close as he ever has
Come
been.
on, Connor.
He's not
have
using the DRS. He's not using it.
Doesn't
Come
have
on,
it.
Connor. Please.
He might have a look down the inside here. Is he going to have a look around the outside? No, Connor remains in the lead with about half a lap to
my
go.
God.
Running down to the
Come on,
former
Connor.
Singapore Sling. This
Come
is
on,
probably
Connor.
the last real overtaking point. Slipstream. That's probably not going to be enough though.
Unless he does it in turn 10. No, he doesn't do
This is
it.
turn
Oh my
10.
God, come on, Connor.
AZ Assassin
Yes,
runs
he's gone
wide!
wide. Yes. I'm not biased at
pulled
all.
away.
I'm not biased at all.
No,
You're not meant to be screaming at leaks. You're meant to go, oh, that's a shame.
Oh, and he's gone wide. Connor has won it. Yes. Sorry, I'm not biased.
So why do you like Connor so much then?
Oh, Connor is a good friend of mine. We've gotten to know each other very well recently since he joined the league. So, and we do practice all the time.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah. So he's just good mates. So we get on well together. That's why I want him to win, and he deserves it. To be fair, the amount of practice he's put in is ridiculous.
Why don't you put in that much practice in?
I don't have time. I've been working all week.
Oh, it's just a rubbish excuse.
And after a jump
shut
back
up,
race,
Dan.
Connor K wins here in Singapore.
Yeah. Come on, Connor. And I got to give it to XRL Ayrton Senna as well.
Third
He
place
got
is
third.
a decent finish for him.
Yeah.
Third place is very good.
SAS YC and P4, and it looks like Flash Student being the next closest car, but
Come on, Ayrton.
that gap's not going
You know
to
what?
close. So gap.
You know, it would be really a shame if Robbie did crash his car at the last minute. That would be a real shame.
Don't say that.
No, he's crossed the line. He's fine.
Oh, good. My stream.
Whoa.
I'm watching the stream. It's
Oh,
Flash is
you
doing his
One
job.
corner!
Oh my God!
That
Am
was
I
a
a
s-
jinx?
That was a stupid incident from Flash Student.
Yeah,
He was
he
trying to
tried
close
to
the
take
gap.
that last corner flat out,
Am I
and
a
it
jinx?
just completely
He was trying to
didn't
get
have the
2
time.
points, and in the end has lost 4. So stupid,
Yeah.
inexperienced
Silly
move
mistake.
from an experienced
Oh, I just think
driver.
Flash didn't crash out. Yes.
Quinn has just surprisingly done quite well for his first race, I think. Although he doesn't have any end plates and his tyres are going, I think he done pretty well for his first race.
Yeah.
7 points is good. Right, I've got to get a picture of these results.
You've got them, have you? Because I've been taking pictures as well.
Oh yeah, I missed the qualifying ones, but
Well, I've got those.
but after this, I'm gonna do the table and update it.
I think for qualifying it was me, Assassin, and Connor. That was top
Yeah,
three.
then it was me.
Yeah.
Then it was
Yeah.
me. And then I don't know who was behind me, but I need to get all the times and everything, so I'll probably grab it off the stream.
I got a 1:22.
Your lap was ridiculous. Did you do that on options?
Yeah, it was on options. I could have got
No,
more,
I knew it
but
was.
I kept
I
on
knew it was
sliding.
on options. I knew
I
it was
kept
on
on
options.
sliding.
Your lap was ridiculous. I saw it. There was like one. Yeah, that's how dramatic it was. I went 121
Yeah, pulled
and
your
my
bike out.
controller disconnected. Yeah.
Right, that's it. We're not going to get the top 3 in tonight. I don't want to. I want to speak to Connor.
Oh, come on, you gotta get Connor in. Alright, I've got to go in there and congratulate him.
We're now going to have to
attitude.
have a chat with the guys at the top. But we're going to speak to you all tomorrow from Classics LGS. I will be there. So happy days for you, and hope you'll have a good race. Until tomorrow night, guys, we shall see you then. And me and Jamie, good night.